Good morning, this is Frances from Yoga Glow Studio. Today I'll guide you through a spring equinox yoga flow. We've also got a guided relaxation at the end, so if you have a blanket or cushion to hand, just making sure you've got that ready. And you might like a block or maybe a sturdy water bottle to rest a hand on in a half moon pose that we're going to practice. So coming to lie down on your mat. Taking up plenty of space. Just relax on your mat. And now just soften the muscles in the face. Relax the mouth. And give yourself permission to be here, fully present in this moment. Nothing else is more important, so allow yourself to go within to that place of inner quiet. And your breath can be your anchor, anchoring you in the present moment and linking mind, body and spirit together. So keep your awareness on the breath. And we're going to just start to deepen and lengthen the breath now. Engaging your ujjayi or oceanic breath. Maybe also taking a few exhales out the mouth. Just letting go of any tension, any stress you may be feeling, breathing it out. So the theme of this class is balance. So as we transition from winter to spring, it's a real opportunity for making changes and for setting intentions of things that you'd like to manifest. So just looking inward on your life now, just noticing what comes up. Is there anything that feels out of balance? Anything that you'd like to nurture? How can you create more balance, more joy, and more freedom in your day-to-day life? And our guided meditation will focus specifically on this, but just thinking about it already now. A big part of yoga is self-study, svadhyaya. And it's a constant exercise to just keep in check, to make sure you're keeping in balance. And sometimes we feel like we're doing a really good job of this and everything's going really well, and then we might sabotage it by our own behavior, by a bad choice, or some reaching out for something, I don't know, like alcohol or whatever it is for you. What do you do that can be a little bit destructive perhaps, that can set you off balance? Just being really aware and mindful to keep yourself on track. And then we're just going to, from here, find a little stretch up, stretching through fingers, through the toes, and then coming back to center. And let's just bring the knees down to the right side. Just find a twist to start. And see if you can ground that left shoulder down towards the mat a little bit more. Maybe bringing the right hand onto the left thigh, just intensifying the stretch even a little bit more here. Just breathing into that hopefully delicious supine twist. And then we'll just lift up through center. And just find your twist the other way. Relaxing the face. And just stay with your ujjayi breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to center, just rolling onto the back again. Just lift up the knees. We're going to bring the hands onto the knees. See if you can draw navel to spine. And then when you're ready, we're just going to draw the legs away just a little bit. And then come back in, drawing the knees in. And we'll link up the breath. So let's inhale here. Exhale away. Hands slide down the thighs. Inhale, knees draw in. Exhale, knees slide out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. And just breathe here as you just take a little rock from side to side on the lower back. Good. And from here, when you're ready, bring the hands behind the knees. We'll rock on the back to come up, or roll to one side to come up. Making your way up to a seat. And we're just going to do some anuloma viloma breathing, so alternate nostril breathing. This is a wonderful breath for helping to quieten down the mind. It's supposed to balance the left side and right side of the brain, the masculine and feminine. But ultimately, its main aim is to still the fluctuations of the mind. So when you're ready, we'll bring our right hand in Vishnu Mudra. So you're going to bring the first finger and the middle finger down. Left hand in Chi Mudra. Relax the shoulders and neck and face. When you're ready, we're going to close the right nostril with the thumb and exhale through the left. Exhale now. Inhale left to the count of 4. Hold left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left and exhale right. And releasing. From here, just leaning forward, so just forward fold over the legs. Draw the sit bones slightly back and just allow yourself to dangle down here.
Soften the face. Let yourself surrender to the moment. Letting go. And when you're ready, walking the hands back. You can maybe take a sip of water. Make any adjustments you need to hair, clothing. Maybe taking socks off now if you've got them on. And we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So just coming into table with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And when you're ready, let's inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale, push into the hands, round and contract. Inhale, forward. Exhale to round. Inhale, forward. And exhale to round. Inhale, center. Exhale, neutral spine. Good, and find your own breath rhythm. Bringing the knees in together, and let's stretch and reach the right leg back, keeping the foot flexed, and stretch and reach the left arm forward. See if you can pull a little bit longer, so like a tug of war here, as if you wanted to make an imprint in the wall behind you with the foot and reach the other wall with the fingertips. And now lift the belly button up and release, and just switch sides. Lift up the belly, engage through the whole of the left leg, including the glutes. And one more on each side. Inhale, right leg, left arm. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So from here we'll come into our first downward dog. And you can just warm up the legs, just bending and straightening each leg. And finding some stillness, and see if you can reach the hips even a little bit higher here. And we'll find 2 cleansing breaths. So on the exhale, I want you just to let go of any negative emotion, energy, anything that's not serving you. Let it go on the exhale. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. And again, inhale. Let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, making your way up to the top of the mat. You can bring the feet a little bit wider than hip width here. Bring the hands onto the elbows and just find your ragdoll. Let everything just dangle down here. And just thinking about what you get from your yoga practice, what brings you to your mat. So yoga brings us back to ourselves and back to that consciousness of connected or connection to everybody else in the universe. That clarity of mind, peacefulness of mind. And we can really feel that each day brings new opportunities, hopefulness. So getting in touch with the abundance of opportunity in your life, that creative potential within you, so you can live your life with purpose and passion. Let's bring the hands down and just bring the feet hip width. Halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. So finding your Tadasana or mountain pose at the top of the mat. So let's bring the feet hip width or together. And ground down through the feet, really engaging through the thighs. And just tucking the chin lightly in here. Just settling the breath, coming to your Ujjayi breath. And we're going to celebrate the spring equinox with a few rounds of classical sun salutations, also known as sun salutations C. I'll guide you through these slowly and also with the breath. If the breath timing that I guide you through doesn't work for you, you can obviously just find your own. So when you're ready, let's inhale, arms rise, and exhale to bow forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back, right knee down. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale into plank. Inhale to hold. And exhale, let's shift slightly forward and lower down, perhaps knees, chest, forehead for your first one. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, make your way back to downward dog, passing through table or plank. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll step the right foot to the top of the mat, left knee drops down. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale, left foot steps up. Half lift, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Second side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, stay. Exhale, shift slightly forward, maybe lower in one line or knees just forehead like you did before. Inhale, cobra, tuck the elbows to the waist. And exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, left leg forward, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, right foot up. Halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And that's one round. Let's do a couple more rounds now. So bring the arms beside you and we'll just move a little bit faster now. Inhale, arms rise, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, your forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, left leg forward. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale. Exhale, right leg. Half lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bringing the hands onto the heart center, upper chest, one over the other, and breathe. Soften and relax the face. And just notice perhaps your heartbeat under the hands. Just noticing everything that comes up. And let's stay with this strong Ujjayi breath. You can bring the arms beside you, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, right knee down. And just bring the arms up, find your low lunge. We want a strong stretch on the front of the right thigh, as well as working into the glutes here. And the hands, the fingers should be spread wide, so you're dynamic through the hands and fingers as well. One more inhale. Exhale, the hands come down, and we're going to plant the right hand and find a twist, lifting the left hand up. So you want shoulder over shoulder alignment, so avoid bringing the arm too far back. You want to stay aligned through the shoulders and keep the twist in the upper mid-thoracic spine. One more inhale. And exhale, bringing the hand down, making your way back to plank. We'll hold plank for a couple of breaths. Lift the belly up to the spine. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, shift slightly forward. Exhale to lower onto the belly. And bring the arms out wide, coming up onto fingertips. And when you're ready, let's inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, look over the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, child's pose. Wide-legged child's pose, Balasana. Bring the knees wide and just stretch the arms forward, so forehead is down. And we'll just take a few steady breaths here. And when you're ready, let's release, making our way into downward dog. Just lengthening out, drawing the chest towards the thighs. And when you're ready, making your way up to the top of the mat, your own way. Maybe a little hop up this time, engaging the pelvic floor, the core. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to dive forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, the left leg steps back, left knee down. Inhale, low lunge.
And exhale to stay. And breathe here. Just breathing into the deep stretch you feel. Noticing where you feel the stretch. For me, it's definitely mainly at the front of the hip flexor on the left and into that front thigh. One more inhale. Exhale. Left hand plants, right hand lifts up. Really reach dynamically up and keep in your twist. Find that twist in your body. Feel it in the upper thoracic spine. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale to stay. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Breathe here. Two more cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, pick up the right leg and open up the right hip. Drawing that right knee open. So squeezing the glutes and drawing that right knee open. Now inhale, send that leg back, straight and square, and look forward. Exhale to step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale to stay. So in your crescent lunge, you can always bring hands onto the hips. Maybe widen the feet slightly, because we will be twisting here, which is a little bit of a balance challenge. So find your structure, your stability. And then again, bring the arms up, find that length, so lifting up through the waist. You can also bend the back leg here a little bit if you need to, so just a little micro bend in the back knee, or you can keep it straight. You want to aim for the shoulders aligning over the hips. And when you're ready, one more inhale here. And exhale, open twist to the right. Breathe here as you stretch and reach long. Your neck can stay in line with the sternum here or look back. Find what's comfortable, supportive for your body. One more inhale here. And exhale, come back to center. And we're going to step up into one-legged Tadasana. So just coming onto the right foot. And lifting up into your one-legged Tadasana. Lift up from the waist, find that length and height. And then from here, let's twist open to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Breathe here, keeping that left foot nice and flexed. And then when you're ready, you can transition to your Ardha Chandrasana half moon. So you can use the block if you want to. You might need to just adjust the feet and then make your way in. So right hand can definitely be supported by your block, or you might just like to play around with the balance without a block. You don't have to go all the way into the pose for the benefits, so just enjoying the sense of structure in your body, the strength you can feel, the balance, having a play without judgment here. So you can see that I'm peeling the left hip open. I'm keeping the left foot flexed, so I'm keeping the leg really strong. My core's really engaged, and then I'm just reaching down, reaching up, reaching forward through the crown of the head, and reaching back through the back foot. One more inhale, and exhale, we'll step all the way to the back of the mat. Setting up for warrior two, front heel in line with back heel or arch. Check the back arms in line with the shoulder, and breathe here. So you want to peel the left hip open,
press through both feet evenly and breathe. Inhale, reach slightly forward. And exhale, reach up and back for reverse warrior. Breathe here, maybe looking up as you stretch into the right side body. One more breath in. And exhale, let's cartwheel the hands down to the top of the mat. And we're going to find a twist here as well. So this time with the back knee up, although you can drop it if you prefer, or reach the right arm up. Draw that right hip back, twist a little deeper and breathe. One more inhale, exhale, inhale into plank, and making your way down, cobra, downward dog. So let's find that same sequence to the left side. And when you're ready, finding your breath rhythm, let's inhale, lift up the left leg. We're going to peel open the left hip this time. Keep drawing that hip open. Inhale, send that leg back, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Again, finding your high lunge, perhaps walking the hands up the legs, finding your structure and bringing the arms up. Inhale, exhale, open up to the left. Keep breathing here. One more inhale. Exhale, one-legged Tadasana. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right and breathe here in your twist. Lift up tall. When you're ready, finding your half moon. So maybe bringing both feet down for a second, making your way in. One more inhale, exhale, back into warrior two, second side. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, reach up and back, breathe here. One more inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale here, adjust the feet if you need to, and find your twist. One more inhale, exhale, inhale to look forward, exhale, let's step to the top of the mat, halfway lift to lengthen, exhale to fold. You can bring your feet out the sides and just find a yogi squat malasana. So grounding down through the feet, perhaps bring the hands to the heart, closing down the eyes. Just breathing into sensation. See if you can lift up through the crown of the head a little bit. And when you're ready, we're going to just come to a seat. We're going to come straight down onto the mat. Just make sure you've got a blanket ready so you can get nice and warm for your relaxation. We're going to come down vertebrae by vertebrae,
And just finish with a happy baby pose. So you can bring the 2-piece fingers around the big toes, pull them forward and out to the sides. Maybe a little rock here, just giving the lower back a massage. And then release. Find your way into Shavasana, making sure that you feel warm and comfortable. Just bring the legs slightly out to the sides, slightly wider than hip width apart. And closing down the eyes. You're getting as comfortable as you can and as warm as you can. And just tune into the support of the ground underneath you. Often at this time of year we can feel the heaviness of winter lingering in the body. And if that's so for you, just relax into this feeling. Just relaxing into that sense of heaviness. At the same time, tune into the renewal, beauty, and transformational energy that is happening right now all around you. The spring equinox represents the start of spring and new beginnings. It reminds us of how beautiful change can be. This is a time of planting seeds of intention with care and love, and then watching them grow. We welcome in the light and warmth, fresh air, and spaciousness we feel. Feel gratitude for fresh air, the beautiful sounds of the birds and bees, the warmth of the sun on your skin. Feel gratitude for your ability to be here right now. And allow this feeling of gratitude to flow through the whole body. Bring awareness to your breath, observing your inhalations and your exhalations without changing anything. Just follow the natural rhythm of your breath. Softening the face, the forehead, cheeks, mouth. Nestle the shoulders and hips even a little bit more deeply into your mat. And now let's begin with some Samavriti Pranayama breath work. We're going to be inhaling to the count of 4 and exhaling to the count of 4. Inhale now to 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale to 4, 3, 4, and exhale to 4. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Now follow your own breath rhythm. Keep awareness on the breath. And use this opportunity to acknowledge your own journey. Look back on your journey to where you were last spring and notice all that has passed. Take a moment to honour yourself and all you've been through. The challenges, the struggles, the moments of joy and love, as well as the sad points. Just looking. No judgment here, just noticing what comes up. Look at yourself as if you were a bud that has started to blossom. You resolve to look after and cherish this beautiful bud and allow it to blossom into its full magnificence. Notice how you have grown and the lessons you've learnt along the way. You are evolving all the time, experiencing your true nature more than ever before. How can you support your full blossoming? There is no better time than the transition from winter to spring to plant your intentions and watch them bloom and grow like flowers. Place one hand or both hands onto your heart space and notice what feelings arise. Give them space. Offer yourself complete compassion and care for whatever shows up. Take your time here. And again, taking the time to look back over the last year, noticing how you have evolved, and seeing your life always as a work in progress, never staying the same, always growing and evolving. Look back now at any pivotal moments that have shaped and evolved you this year. Are there any moments or experiences that have helped you start to nurture a new dream or change? Remember that the lotus flower cannot blossom without first sinking its roots into the mud. Focus on the possibilities and abundant opportunities available to you. Breathe into your heart and feel gratitude flow through your whole body as you acknowledge how bountiful the universe is. Breathe out all fear and doubts. Let them go. Fully embrace the person you're blossoming into, acknowledging the unique journey you have taken to arrive here. Follow the breath in and follow the breath out. And allow the pure energy of these thoughts to fill your heart. And now allow this energy to expand the tips of your fingers, the top of your head, and the bottom of your feet. Feel this energy as it embraces every part of you. And stay with this feeling for as long as you like. It's time to gently bring yourself back now. So start by deepening and lengthening the breath. Finding some small movements in the fingers and toes, maybe circling ankles and wrists. And when you're ready, rolling onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your hand or your arm, and just resting here, the knees tucked in, little fetal position. And when you're ready, making your way up to a seat, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft, just coming up to a seat. And when you arrive here, bringing the hands again onto the heart space, one over the other. And focusing on your heart. What conditions do you need to allow yourself to truly blossom? Perhaps you need to let go of something or someone. Perhaps you need to change jobs. Or perhaps there are simpler, easier ways to allow yourself to blossom. Perhaps there's no major upheaval required. Just tune in now to what it is. What practical care instructions would you write for yourself to nurture your blossoming? And just notice what comes up around this today and in the days that follow. Making sure you create space and time for stillness so you can tune in to your heart. And when you're ready, let's bring our hands together in prayer. And let's seal our practice with the chant of Om. So when you're ready, inhale now. Namaste. Thank you very much for sharing this practice with me. I really hope that things will shift for you and you will have a beautiful day or evening depending on when you practice this. And let me know how you get on in the comments. I'll see you soon. Thank you.